Alright, hello everybody. I'm back online again. I was on vacation for about 2 weeks, so that's why I haven't uploaded. Back with the Monk. I got him up to level 12. One thing I noticed about the melee classes, because I've never played melee in Everquest Project 1999 before, um, it's a bit harder to get started out, or probably a good bit harder to get started out than a magic class, because especially a pet class, because you could do a lot more damage, regen mana, and handle like solo one-on-one pretty easily. I had to get my monk up to level 12. Normally I would be out here in the Plains of West Karana at like level 10 if I had a magic class. But I had to stay in Black Barrel Dungeon and hunt no fangs pretty much until I got to this level here. So what I was gonna do, if no one else is around, because I just logged in here, was look for a bandit and see how long it's gonna take me to actually, or how efficient I am at destroying this bandit, which is just one mob. So basically what you want to do at this point is to go into the Plains of West Karana if you're doing the Qeynos guide at around this level, and you're gonna look for bandits. And if you bring up the map on Project 1999 of the Plains of West Karana, it will show you where the bandits are located at. There's some pretty close to the entrance from Qeynos Hills. And those are the best way to get those bandits. There's a camp up here full of bandits on top of this hill up here. Those you'll need someone to duo with you, or maybe 3 people, especially if you're playing melee. But right now I got one bandit who paths right here, and I'm just gonna open up an attack here and see how well we do against this bandit. And I currently have a 2-handed staff that is a magic item, and I gave that to myself from my second account, where I have a 40 now level 47 magician, because I was playing that while on vacation, my magician character. And I basically looted, actually I had a Wu's quivering staff that I bought for 50 plat, but somehow I gave that to one of my pets and it disappeared, so kind of lost it. But I ended up killing Lockjaw in the Oasis of Mar, and he dropped this magic item staff. There's nothing special about it, it just provides a light source. But the reason why I want to have this as a weapon, something that says magic item right here, is because the third part of leveling, when you get to around level 14, is you're going to want to start killing will-o-wisps. And there's a couple of locations where you can kill them, and we'll go over that later once I get to that level. But you need a magic item because they're invulnerable to regular items. So if you have anything that doesn't say magic item in it as a weapon, if you go and try to attack them, it'll say you tried to attack this will-o-wisp, but it is invulnerable. So you can't kick them. I'm not sure if hand-to-hand works. I doubt it. You have to have a magic item, so that's why I have this 2-handed staff. And one of the problems is that I was using a dual wield hammer and mace. So my dual wield and one-handed blunt skills are pretty high. So, okay, so looks like that bandit did damage. I had to actually mend, which worked. So the mend worked. So I could have probably been killed if that mend didn't go off. So that just shows how much harder it is. If you had a magic class, you could have dropped that bandit pretty quick at level 12. Like a magician, enchanter, or wizard. I'm not sure about warrior, or pretty sure fighter classes with magic like paladin and shadow knight could probably do it as well. But yeah, it's just it's a bit harder, seems like, with monk starting out, just because you don't have any real way to heal yourself, and the damage output is just not correlating with the mob level. You should be able to beat that mob up pretty easily, and have the damage correlate. But apparently, unless you have a large damage item, this is damage 11. That's not too much. You can see here in my damage output, I'm doing 22. Seems like at the highest level. There's damage variety there that I'm doing from 3 points all the way 2 points, all the way 22 points. She is banning and smashing me even though I have, leather armor. But anyway, what I was going to show you was, what was I going to show you? Had something to do with skills. Yeah, so one-handed blunt is above average at 64. Two-handed blunt is feeble at 18, and I was killing those like crazy, and it did not go up a lot. So unfortunately, it's very variable whenever it comes to that. So if you don't start off with the item you're going to use, it takes a while to get another item that you get on you to level it up or to skill it up to a higher skill level, so you hit more often. I believe it's hit rate. I'm not sure if it affects damage at all. I don't think it does. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I wanted to go over in this video for whenever you get to around level 12. When I get to the Will-O-Wisps and we do the glowstones, or not the glowstones, but the moonstones and the greater moonstones. It's not moonstones, sorry, light stones. We get to the greater light stones and light stones and the turn in for that. That's what I'm pretty much going to switch to a magic class and level that up instead. And I may do Freeport, especially. I would recommend possibly doing a monk in Freeport, just because you have access to the East Common Lands, where the East Common Lands tunnel is. So if you farm some platinum, you should be able to find a person there who's, they're going to be auctioning out goods. You're going to have other players there selling stuff, and they may be able to sell you some gear or something, that you could actually buy if you do some farming. Better than being in Qeynos, where you're pretty much isolated, and the only way to get to East Common Lands at this level, or that side of Antonica, is for you to kind of do who in each area, and hopefully you'll come across a druid or a wizard who can port you over there to teleport you. Usually they do it for about 5-10 plat. Sometimes I usually get 15 plat when I get ported, but at a lower level you could do a little bit less plat. Just tell them. And most people are pretty social in this game, so they're not antisocial like in most modern MMOs where people are just screaming at each other. In this game, people are pretty kind with each other. If you're up there at the top of this hill where those bandit camp is at, you actually set up your own camp to kill them. And if you let other people know that you're camping there, they won't just barge in and start killing stuff. You kind of work together in this game in order to kind of keep it social and, make it a more cool environment. Like, for example, I'm playing Magician right now at level 47, and I'm camping in Oasis of Mar, where there's these specters that give a lot. They drop weapons that have a lot of platinum value. So I made a lot of money on that. And I duoed with some people. We duoed together. I would buff other people while they were camped there, and help them out, and they would help me out. And then we just kind of swap out every couple of hours. You just kind of work with people and you get to know people, and it's one of the best things about this game. You have a lot of fun if you kind of talk to people and you run up to people and say, hey, what's up? You need something. Like, my magician can give bags which have 0 weight value, so I summon a bag, and anything you put in the bag, it'll turn a weight to 0. So I can give those out to people, and they appreciate it. And that's a pretty good way to get recognized in the game as a good player, and especially at levels where you're not in game and you're just kind of running around the world helping people out. You'll notice, especially as you're running around the world, people will buff you, give you good buffs. One good one is Spirit of the Wolf, which makes you run fast. I've already talked about that. But yeah, it's that's the whole point of EverQuest, really, was to make it a really social game where you have to work together. People talk to each other. When you're selling items, you don't just go to an auction house and click on stuff. You're actually talking to the person and negotiating prices and stuff like that. And there is, in the Project 1999, there is an auction database where people upload the price for goods, so you can go on that database and look up how much platinum certain gear is that you may need. For this one right here, the glowing wooden crook, I'm not sure how much it's worth, but probably not much. But the only purpose for this, for me as a monk, is to kill the will-o-wisps, which were invulnerable to any type of weapon that doesn't say magic item on it. But anyway, that's all I had for this video. I hope you like it, and I will be doing some more Daggerfall videos soon. I've been kind of more into Everquest right now, but I will be getting back into Daggerfall and doing some questing and kind of mods, looking into some more mods and see how much I can mod it out. And yeah, I might do live streams as well. It all depends on how things go, you know, real life work, kids, everything like that. But yeah, that's about it, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.